All right, so let's start off by reevaluating your hand and the rule of 20. And my goal, for today, is to review that, to go over the two hands that are associated with that, and to teach you Michael's Cubit, and go over the two hands associated with that. Wink, wink. I don't know if it's going to happen, but let's give it a shot. All right, reevaluating your hand. Somebody tell me what I'm talking about. And let's remember the reactions button on the bottom. Click on that, and as Michael has learned the hard way, you then must click on the words raise hand. Right, Michael? You must click on the words raise hand. Otherwise, if you just click on reactions button, I don't see it. So I am going to bring up the list of participants. And Michael, there you go. Michael, what do I mean by reevaluating your hand? You're muted, honey. You're muted.
After you find the golden match with your partner in a suit, you can then reevaluate your hand. And reevaluating your hand would be adding points to 5 points for a void, 3 for a singleton, and 1 for a doubleton. And you can't use length at all. So that length is usually used before you open, and after opening and finding a match, you use the reevaluation method.
Okay, does that all sound familiar to everybody, I hope?
Yes.
All right, so what is the purpose of doing that? Can I get anybody else to tell me, why am I bothering to say, can I squeeze more points out of this hand once I find a fit in a suit with my partner? What's the point of all of that?
Trying to get the game.
Can we try to write, Tom, or, Tom?
Yeah, you only try to get the game if you're close.
How does reevaluating my points do that?
Well, if you had a void and you got the 5 point for that, and you lost 2 points in length, you'd have 3 extra points. And if you had 24, then you'd be at 27. You could go to game.
Okay, so what you're saying is that there's a certain number of points that you need between the two of you to safely go to game.
Yes.
And Ellen, what is game level in the different suits, please?
Well, you also have to know if maybe there's a chance of a small slam at
Right.
that same time.
Right. Could you also remind us what the what the points are on that?
26 points in major, 29 points in a minor, 25 no trump, 33 small slam.
And what is the level for a game in a major?
Meaning 4 hearts? 4.
Level 4 and a no trump?
3.
And in a minor?
5.
And what about in a
Do I get a
slam?
star?
Yes, you got a star. And
Okay.
what about in a slam, a small slam?
7.
How
Six.
many points together? To make
33.
and in a grand slam?
I won't go that far to even contemplate it.
37. 37.
There's-
It's a silver star, not a gold one. What can I tell you, Ellen? Okay, so the whole point of reevaluating your hand, like we said, is, do we now have enough points? So if you thought before that you had 24 points because your partner opened, oh, well, let's say, can't do that in no trump. You don't know exactly what your partner has, but you know your partner has 13 points and you have 11. So you know you have at least 24 if your partner made an opening bid. You could have more. He could certainly have more than 13 when he opened. But you weren't sure if you had game. He opens 1 spade. You've got 3 spades in your hand and you've got 11 points. But you also have a singleton in another suit. So you know right away you have enough points for game right then and there, because you had 11 high card points, your partner open showing a combination of 24, plus you have a singleton, which is worth 3 points. If you didn't have a fit with your partner's suit, that singleton isn't of any value to you until you find that fit. Any questions about reevaluating your hand? When to do it? You will find there are still people who've been playing for a long time and have not learned any differently that will count value for short suits right at the beginning. And I'm telling you, if you think about it logically, it doesn't really make sense to do that, because How do you know that that singleton heart, you're the dealer, look at your cards. How do you know that singleton heart is going to be of any value to you? What if it's your partner's suit? That's certainly not going to be helpful for you to have a singleton in that suit. What if that's the suit that ends up being trump? It's not valuable to you. So that's why you want to wait and see if you have a fit first. Then you know your short suit's going to help you. Other suit is going to be the trump suit. Okay, let's go over the rule of 20. What brave soul would like to tell me about that? Tell us about that. I'm looking at those participants, waiting for those little yellow hands to fly up. I can tell who hasn't been doing their work for the last 2 weeks. I see your hand, Micah, but I'm waiting for somebody else.
Well, you're not getting my hand anymore.
And that's recorded.
I don't mind.
Come on, anybody else? You gonna let him get all the glory?
No, I don't want the glory.
Gail.
Ask Tom. He knows exactly what it is.
Gail, go ahead. Tell us about the rule of 20.
Okay, so for the rule of 20, you can only use it for an opening bid. And if you don't have opening points, you can add to your high card points the number of cards in your 2 longest suits. And if that equals 20, then you can make a bid.
Right. So if you have 12 high card points and 2 4-card suits, hang on, let me let somebody in. Oh, she's in. If I have 12 high card points, if you don't use the rule of 20 and you don't have a 5-card suit to go with those 12 high card points, you might have passed, right? Saying I don't have any extra length. But if you use the rule of 20, now you could say, okay, 12 high card points, 8 cards in my 2 longest suits, 12 plus 8 is 20, I can open. Do you have to open one of those 2 longest suits? Or one of those 2 4-card suits?
Not if they're majors, you can't open them.
Not if they're majors. So if you have 12 high card points, 4 hearts, 4 spades, you're still going to use the better of 2 minors to open. But you're able to open because of the rule of 20. It cannot be used as an overcall. Can't overcall with a 4-card suit, right? Right. Henrietta. Henrietta, you're muted.
Okay, sorry, I want you to go back over this. If you did this, you have 12 points and you have
High card points.
12 high card points and you have 4 hearts and 4 diamonds. Can you
Then you'd
use
open the
that?
diamond.
Then you would open the diamond. So you would always
Yeah.
go to the lower one.
No.
and
Can't
rank.
open you can't open a 4-card major. You know that.
Yeah, well, with the rule of 20.
The rule of 20 doesn't change the fact that we play 5-card major. The rule of 20 only says I can make an opening bid. So if I have ace, king, 7, 4 of spades, and queen, jack, is that 3 and 7? No, let me change that because I'm trying to add on the fly here. Okay, king, queen, 3, 2, and 8, 5, 3, and 6, 4. That's 8. Okay. 7 and 5 is 12. Good. Okay.
Can't hear you.
In this case, I have 12 high card points, right?
Right.
I have 2 4-card suits. 12 plus 8, and for the 2 4-card suits is 20. What am I opening?
I think one club.
1 diamond.
One done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
one
the
diamond.
person who said 1 club, the person who
Not-
said 1 club is using that thing that I said to ditch, which is that you have to have 4 diamonds to open a diamond. We're not doing that anymore. That went out with the horse and buggy. Please don't do that. I mean, if you're playing with people and they say that's what you have to do to play in our game, do it, but in the back of your head go, yeah. because it's not the way to go. All right. If, however, those hearts were diamonds and those diamonds were hearts, and you had the king, queen, 3, 2 of diamonds and the 8, 5, 3 of hearts, you would open this hand 1 diamond, right? Because you had 4 diamonds. Mary Lou.
Does the rule of 20 apply in any seat that you're sitting in, whether you're the first, second, over?
It does. You can do it in any seat as long as you are the opening bid.
Thank
It's
you.
not an overcall.
Opening bid only.
It's not an overcall. It's an opening bid.
So if the first person passes
And you are the
I'm
second
the
seat,
and I'm the second seat, I could use it
go ahead.
because I'm not the overcaller. I'm still the
Opener.
first opening bid.
Have I taught you the rule of 15?
Yes.
Yes.
That's 4th position.
Okay.
That's 4th position. No, right. So if you're the opener with the rule of 15, I don't want you to use it. But if you're in the 4th position and 3 passes and then you use the rule of 15. This one can be used in any position. All right, we're good? All right, let's go on to the hands associated with those 2 lessons. Page 13, I think. Okay, so hand number 1, West was the dealer. And what a gorgeous hand West has. We didn't bid this together, did we?
Yes, we did.
No,
Well,
we
some are
didn't.
saying yes, some are
We
saying
got
no.
up to west, north, and east.
Okay, we all know that West is opening 2 clubs, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
2 club opening bid shows 22 or more points. West has 7, 9, 10 points in spades, 6 points in diamonds is 16, and 9 points in clubs is 25 high card points. Plus 2 extra points for the 2 extra spades. Nothing for the singleton heart, for the void in hearts, nothing. But 27 points with distribution. Now, if West comes back and uses that void in hearts for 5 points, she can't also give herself the 2 extra points for the length in spades, right? Remember that, please. 2 clubs, she's got 22 or who knows. North can't do anything with that. Let's remember our responses to our partner's 2 club opening bid. 2 diamonds is the response that says, partner, I have fewer than 8 points. Let's just go over it again. Whatever the shape of your hand is, whatever number of diamonds you have, if you don't have 8 points and your partner opens 2 clubs, you say 2 diamonds. If you have 8 points, it doesn't refer to this hand, but just since we're reviewing, I might as well review that too. If you're lucky enough to have 8 or more points when your partner has opened 2 clubs, showing 22 or more points, you're going to show your partner that by bidding a 5-card suit. So you have 8 points and a 5-card suit. You just bid that suit. As long as anything has come out of your mouth that's not 2 diamonds, your partner will know you have 8 points. Because if you didn't have 8 points, you would have said 2 diamonds. What if you have 8 points and you don't have a 8 or more points, and you don't have a 5-card suit? Then your response is 2 no trump. So my partner says 2 clubs. I have fewer than 8 points, no matter, that's only consideration. I say 2 diamonds. My partner says 2 clubs. I've got 8 points. I've got a 5-card suit. I bid it. Partner says 2 clubs. I've got 8 points or more, but I don't have a 5-card suit. I say 2 no trump. And by the way, what if my 5-card suit happens to be clubs? I will say 3 clubs. He says 2 clubs. I have 9 points and 5 clubs. I will say 3 clubs. Get it? It's the only way I can bid clubs. And if I bid anything other than 2 diamonds, I'm showing 8 or more points.
What
What
you
if
have
my
the 8
partner
points
says
and
2
5
clubs
diamonds?
and I have 8 points and 5 diamonds? What am I going to bid?
Oh,
3 diamonds.
3 diamonds?
I'm going to say 3 diamonds, because
Right.
if I say 2 diamonds, I just told him that I don't have 8 points. Make sense
Mhm.
out there in TV land? Okay, we got that? Okay. All right, so let's go back. And the reason you want to show him the points is, remember those 33 points Ellen said for slam? If he's got at least 22 and you've got at least 8, it's important for you to communicate that to your partner so you can think about, maybe we've got a possibility of slam here, which is going to be the case in this hand. Partner opens 2 clubs, north passes, east says 2 diamonds. I don't have 8 points. South passes. Now we talk about what the 2 club opener does on her rebid. Now she's going to show the opener. She's going to show her 5-card suit. And she doesn't have to jump. She already showed a very strong hand. She's just going to bid her 5-card suit. If the opener that opened 2 clubs doesn't have a 5-card suit, she will bid 2 no trump. See? That's how you show you don't have a 5-card suit. But opener has a gorgeous suit of at least 5 cards. So what is opener's rebid?
3 spades.
Mm.
Oh,
2 spades.
2 spades.
2 spades.
2 spades. I
Yeah,
just
right.
said there's no
Right,
reason
right,
to
right.
jump because opener already showed
got
a
it, I got it.
powerful hand.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so it's 2 clubs by west, pass by north, 2 diamonds by east. Partner, I don't even have 8 points. South passes 2 spades by west. North passes. East knows her partner has 22 or more points. Does East know they have a game for sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me why East knows 100% they have a game.
Because
Please
the
don't call
instructor-
out. Please don't call out. Please don't call out. Okay, if you know the answer, you're dying to tell the answer and you just can't figure out this reaction thing. Okay, we got it. Everybody answered already. Marie, we haven't heard from you. Marie, how does East know 100% they have a game?
Because East knows that her partner has at least 4 spades.
No, East knows her partner has 5 spades because her partner did not do no trump on her second bid.
Ah,
Remember? She opened 2 clubs and on her rebid, she would only bid a suit if she had 5. Otherwise, she would have bid 2 no trump. So she knows her partner has at least 5 spades. And what about points?
and she knows she has at least 22 points.
And
And she knows herself has 4, so that's 9. And
that's 9 spades.
9
And what about points?
points, and that's at least 26 points. So
That's what I'm
go to
looking
game.
for.
Should go to
Okay.
game.
She knows they have 9 spades and at least 9 spades, and at least 26 points. They got a lot more. So how can East show her partner, we've got game here?
4 spades.
4 spades. Right.
She's gonna bid game.
Right.
She's not gonna start asking for aces. She's not gonna go to slam because if her partner only has 22 points, they don't have it. Right? You see that, right? So she shows he who knows goes. She says, we've got 26 points. We've got a golden fit, at least 8 in actually not in this case 9 in the trump suit. I'm going to game. Well, West says, okay, partner, if you've got at least, does West know that her partner has at least 4 points?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, after the
Well, at
bid.
least, certainly at least 3, right? For her to go to game, certainly at least 3. That would make a total of 25.
Mm.
So Wes says, if my partner has at least 3 points, we have a fit in spades. Doesn't Wes know that there's a fit in spades because her partner bid her suit?
Right.
What can you do when you find a fit?
reevaluate.
Remember the whole thing, the whole purpose, reevaluating your hand.
Right.
Does she have something to reevaluate? Hell yeah, she's got a void. 5 big points for that void. So let's count up our points again, shall we, Miss West? 7, 9, 10 points, right? 7, 9, 10 points in spades. 6 points in diamonds is 16. 9 points in clubs is what?
25.
25.
25, and 5 fat points for the void.
And take away 2 though. Don't forget.
I didn't add the 2
Oh, I
on.
thought you did. Okay.
Well, you weren't paying attention. Okay. So
I
that's
was paying
30. I'm kidding. That's 30 points in West by reevaluating. Her
Right.
partner has at least 3. Wait a minute. Didn't somebody say something about 33 being enough for slam?
Yep.
6 spades.
6 spades.
6 spades. In reality, they're going to make 7. And should we have additional classes, I'm going to show you this thing called a Cubit, cubiting aces. Don't worry about it now. Keep it as a surprise for later. That will show you how this hand could go to 7 by using this new technique that I haven't taught you yet. But definitely 6 spades.
So if she, question,
Go ahead.
if she after reevaluating, she's not going to ask for aces or anything, she's just gonna go right 6?
Doesn't need to.
Okay,
She knows it's 33 points.
okay.
Wait a minute. Who had Gail?
Remind me, how do we know that East has 3 points? How was that detected?
Okay, because she went by her partner having 22 points, and
Right.
she had enough for her to go to game.
Oh,
She went
okay.
right to game. So she said, okay, at the bare minimum, we've
Right.
got 25 points and 9 trump.
Right,
And we
right.
all understand how East knew that West had 5 spades. Because after she bid 2 clubs on her rebid, she went right to a suit. And when the 2 club opener bids a suit on her second bid, she's showing 5. Otherwise, she'd say 2 no trump. Not 3 no trump, because her partner could have no points. Right? Okay. But because she knew there was a fit, she was able to reevaluate, stick an additional 5 points onto her hand, and say, I'm counting 30. My partner has a minimum of 3. We have enough. Let's go. All right. So West is declared. Mary Lou?
So by rebidding the spade or bidding the spade, she shows that she has 5. Does that apply to the minors as well?
Yes. So if I have 5 diamonds and 22 points, and remember, you can count distribution in those 22 points. It's not like opening no trump. It's not just high card point. So if I have 22 points with distribution and I open 2 clubs and my partner says 2 diamonds, Mary Lou, and my 5 card suit is diamonds, I would then say 3 diamonds.
Okay.
And I am not supporting my partner's diamond suit when I do that. If I say 2 clubs and my partner says 2 diamonds and I say 3 diamonds, I am not supporting my partner's diamond suit because my partner didn't really bid diamonds.
She bid no
My
point.
partner was just showing me that he didn't have 8
Less
points.
than 8 points.
Does everyone understand that?
Mm-hmm.
But if we end up with diamonds as the trump suit, my partner is the one who's going to play it because he actually did bid diamonds first. Even though he wasn't showing diamonds. The word diamonds came out of his mouth first, so he would be the declarer. Any questions on what I said? You're getting it. I know you're getting it. All right. So if West is declarer, North is on lead. What are you going to lead against the contract of 6 spades? North. Please tell me the ace of hearts.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes,
It's a sure trick, isn't it?
yes. No.
No. You
Oh,
think it's a sure trick,
right,
but hello, void in hearts.
yes. Right.
But nobody would know that, maybe,
That's why you leave the ace of hearts.
right? Of course.
And you pray that somewhere you're gonna pick up another trick. That ace of hearts gets trumped. And after that, my friends, it's a lay down. It's a lay down. Lay down means you can kind of claim the rest of the tricks. You pull out the trump, right? You get out your opponent's trump. Wes trumps the ace of hearts. As a matter of fact, as soon as the ace of hearts is led, she could practically lay it down. She trumps the ace of hearts. She pulls out the 3 spades that she's missing. She plays her clubs, 1, 2, 3, and she plays the diamonds, playing from the shorts, the honor from the short side first. We've talked about that.
Yes.
So when she plays the diamonds, she plays the ace of diamonds first, then the 3 of diamonds goes to the king, queen, and jack. And all of the tricks are hers. And if I forget, I want you guys to make a notation on page 13 that we're going to go back to this first hand when we learn about cubiting aces. Remember, that's that little trick I told you that would tell them, don't bid 6, bid 7 in this hand. Because it's hundreds of extra points in the score to bid and make 7 than to bid and make 6. Of course, it's hundreds of extra points to bid and make 6 than it is to bid and make 4. But if you can make a grand slam, go with God. That is good. Okay, any questions about hand number 1?
No.
Onward and upward to hand number 2. West is the dealer. West has 7, 9, 10 points. Nice hand for an overcall, but not for an opener. West passes. Have you bid this hand yet?
We did it for home.
Homework.
Okay, then who would like to tell me who did their homework like a good girl or boy and would like to tell me what they had ended up with the bidding? Come on, those yellow hands. Blind me with the yellow. I still have vision. Not blinded yet. Tom, you did your homework.
We did this
Talk
hand.
to me.
Yeah,
Tom, this is a big one.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
We played last Tuesday.
We played like a study group. with
Okay.
Marie, Michael.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. Ellen Lerman in the class, you played online or you played in person?
Person.
Person.
Okay, if you, Ellen, maybe you wanna send your information to Tom through the chat. Because if you're looking for another person, because she's desperate, she's dying to play in real time. Okay, go ahead, Tom, bid out the hand, please.
Okay, we went over this hand in a couple of ways. It started.
I just
off-
want the bidding, I just want the bidding.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's what we did. We bid it a couple of ways.
Okay,
It started off, 1 heart, North bid 1 heart,
so West passes and North bids 1 heart.
because they have 16 points and 2 for length, 18 points.
Okay,
East passes,
excuse me, Tom, you didn't give anything for the Singleton Club, did you?
no,
Good.
no, and North, no. You got 2 points, you got 16 high card points and 2 points for the length in hearts.
Good.
Okay. East passes,
I'm not,
And-
okay, that's one version. We're gonna go back to that because I did not have East passing, but go ahead.
oh boy, okay.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about what else the East can do, but
Oh,
continue.
okay,
please.
and then South has 9 points plus 2 for length in the 2 for length in diamonds. But the fit in hearts, and we were kind of undecided. And I see here that I have down 3 hearts because 9 and 2 is 11 and 13 to invite game. And then West, we have West passing again. And then we went up and did
Wait, so what did you put as South bidding?
3
Well,
hearts,
two
he
choices.
said. He
Three
said 3
hearts.
hearts.
3 hearts.
I advocated diamonds.
Wait,
Yeah.
Okay, let him
I
talk.
want to give you both ways. Okay, so then we said spade and then 4 hearts and we stayed with 4 hearts. Then
Okay.
Michael we were talking about this way.
Can
1 heart-
Michael say what he would have done?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Michael.
I remember something came out of your brain Could have been last week, 2 weeks ago. I remember something. And the easy play is to say, hearts, to match hearts, which is easy enough. You have 3 hearts. That's the easy play. But I thought, to quote Anne, how could you not talk about those beautiful diamonds? And you
And just the way I say it.
I know
how
how you
can
say
you
it.
ignore
I know how
those
you say it.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
That's the way he said it.
Hold on. And therefore, you said, don't worry about hearts. You'll tell them about hearts at a later time. But you gotta, if you say hearts, you're misrepresenting your hand, because half your hand is diamonds.
Well, you're not misrepresenting your hand. You're giving an incomplete picture of your hand.
Same, that's what I meant. Those are the same words. So I said, I think you gotta go from to 2 diamonds.
Absolutely.
Tom.
None of that.
No, we
Okay.
got fun. We had so
And
much fun.
if South says 2 diamonds and West passes, what does North do next?
I have it written down, Michael, if you don't remember, 3 diamonds.
That's what I
them
wrote
know
down.
they can fit.
We wrote 3 diamonds down.
No, that is definitely wrong. Okay.
Oh, we wouldn't. We would go back to
North would repeat her hearts. She's got
Yes.
6.
yeah,
Okay,
because they have 6. I wrote that down, 2 hearts.
Right. So it's passed by West, 1 heart by North, passed by East, which that isn't necessarily true. 2 diamonds by South, definitely preferable to 2 hearts. You got to show those diamonds.
okay.
Passed by West, 2 hearts. 2 hearts by North, if North has a medium hand, minimum hand. Let's count North's points and see if she has more than 15 points, she should jump a level when she repeats her hearts. Let's count. She's got 7, 8. Let's reevaluate well, no, you can't really reevaluate because they haven't found a fit. 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. She has 16 high card points, plus 2 points for the extra hearts. That is a medium hand. That is not a 2 heart rebid. That is a 3 heart rebid. Remember opener's second bid? Remember on opener's second bid, opener's rebid? If she has a minimum hand, she bids whatever she bids at the minimum level. But if she has a medium hand of 16, 17, 18 points, I see you, Myrna, 16, 17, 18 points, she jumps. Look at North's hand. That's not a minimum hand. She's got extra points all over the place. So if it's 1 heart by North, passed by East, 2 diamonds by South, passed by West, 3 hearts by North, show that those extra points. And of course, South will take it to 4 hearts.
Well,
Myrna, your question.
My question is, I understood that you don't count length unless you have a match.
You don't count shortness unless you have a match.
Well,
Extra length, you can, you know from beginning bridge that my opening bid is going to be my high card points plus 1 point for every card over 4. I count my length, my long, extra points for my long suits at the beginning. And once I find a fit, now I count extra points for my short suits. Does that sound familiar?
No. No, I don't know why, but I had been taught early on that you don't count length until you have a match. But
You don't count when
You
length
don't count
meaning the
length.
shortness, not the long suits.
okay, okay.
And how long ago did you learn this?
I hate to tell you how long ago.
Okay. Bridge
Very long ago.
has made some changes. So
Okay.
what I want you to do, and bear with me, I know if this sounds like old, something very familiar to you, I want to make sure everybody's got this. When you first are opening your hand, until you find a match, say, you know how to count your high card points, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Take any suit that has more than 4 cards in it. You give yourself 1 point for every card over 4. But once you have a match with your partner, only count your high card points plus your short suits. 1 point for a doubleton, 3 points for a singleton, 5 points for a void. Mary Lou, then Gail, then Henrietta.
Okay,
Let me just go to, okay. Now, just getting back to that hand, because we did have a big discussion on this, and we talked about the fit in hearts. Why wouldn't you show your partner that you have the fit in a major?
Because
before-
as Michael said very eloquently, because he was quoting me, so it had to be eloquent. Michael said, if you have a gorgeous suit, and I call a 6-card suit topped by a king, queen, gorgeous, you show it first. Your partner is not going to say, oh, there's no fit there. You can come back and show that once you change the suit, right? Opener says 1 heart, you say 2 diamonds. Once you change the suit, your partner must bid again. Everybody knows that, right?
Yes.
New suit by responder is forcing for opener. So opener must bid again. And if opener bids again, guess what? Responder gets to bid again. And that's when you can show the fit in hearts.
But at me as the opener, and he's saying to me, I don't have, what I'm hearing is I don't have a fit in hearts.
Necessarily, yes.
Right, but I do have a fit in diamonds in this hand.
Which do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer the hearts, but I don't think he has a fit in hearts because
How
he
many
didn't
diamonds is
show
South
me.
showing? How many diamonds? I'm not asking you how many diamonds South has. I'm asking you, you're North. Your partner, you said 1 heart, your partner said 2 diamonds. How many diamonds is he showing you? How many diamonds can you count on?
4.
That's all he's promising you is 4. I don't see a fit in diamonds. You only have 3, North.
Right, but I know how many points I have. Okay.
But you want to show those hearts again, because even if
Okay.
he only has 2, you have a fit. Gail, then Henrietta, then Tom, and then I'm going on.
This was
Well,
a big
I sort
discussion.
of have the similar question as to why show your diamonds, unless you're telling me because I'm changing the suit, so now I have 11 points, and I'm telling my partner I have 11 points.
That's
Is
part
that
of
the
it.
purpose?
Okay, let's
Because
say,
because the heart fit is a better fit, is better to do than playing
but
diamond.
like I said, you have another opportunity, South, to show those hearts, because once you change the suit, your partner must bid again, which means you get to bid again. You will show the hearts at the second time. So let's say North didn't have 6 hearts. Let's say North says 1 heart with 5 hearts, and South says 2 diamonds, and North then says 2 no trump, or something like that. Then South would come back and bid hearts, and North would know there's a fit. Right? North would know, oh, South has to have at least 3 hearts because she's bidding it. You don't have to bid it first. You just have to make sure you get that bid in. And you will get that bid in because once South changes the suit, North has another opportunity to bid. If you don't want to do that, if you feel more comfortable supporting your partner's major suit right away, go ahead. I'm just telling you, the purpose of bidding is to describe your hand fully. And if you don't show a 6-card suit, you are not describing your hand. All right, Henrietta, then Tom, and then I need to go on.
Suppose after North opens 1 heart, East says 3 clubs.
Thank you.
wait, say
That's
it
what I would do.
Repeat.
I'm gonna go over it. All right, Henrietta, I'm gonna stop you there because that's exactly what I was gonna talk about next. Tom, you're the last one, and then I'm gonna talk about what Henrietta said.
Tom actually stepped away, so.
Well, there you go. Okay, you snooze, you lose. All right, so here's the other option that nobody except my friend Henrietta talked about. North opens 1 heart. East is in the overcall position. East has a gorgeous club suit that she would like to show her partner. Can you overcall with a preempt? Way back when I first taught you preempts, I said to you, you can overcall with a preempt as long as it's clear that you're preempting. If East was the dealer, what would East's opening bid be?
Two clubs.
Some
You
of you
can't
are going
pre-
to say pass,
Right.
But you can't preempt at 2 clubs, so you'd have to
but
go
you
to 3
can
clubs.
at 3 clubs. You
Right.
can at 3 clubs.
Club.
And I taught
Called on
you, when I first taught you preempts, I taught you if you have a 6-card club suit, but you have the points for a preempt, you can, but they're a beautiful 6-card club suit. You can compensate for the fact that you don't have 7, because you need 7 to preempt at 3, by pretending you have 7 and preempting 3 clubs. And the fact that they're beautiful makes up for the fact that you're missing 1 club. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Yes.
Good. So if you can open 3 clubs, then you can overcall 3 clubs. And it's going to be clear to everybody that you're not doing a regular overcall. So if North says 1 heart and East wanted to overcall with a regular opening hand, he'd say 2 clubs, wouldn't he?
Can't say it.
Partner, I have 5 clubs, I have opening points. I'm preempting, I'm overcalling at the 2 level. But the fact that he says 3 clubs says, oh, that would be my opening bid. That's a preempt. It's a preempt overcall. So North says 1 heart, East says, I'm just throwing this out there, 3 clubs, because that would have been his opening bid. South, at that point, I don't think is showing diamonds. At that point, because they're already at the 3 level, I think South wants to say 3 hearts. See how it's different? If there's an intervening bid of 3 clubs, then you don't have all this room to maneuver. So I'm not showing my diamonds now. I'm going to say 3 hearts, and which would make North go to 4 hearts. And North, at that point, once South says 3 hearts, North can count that singleton club to 3 points.
West would only pass? West wouldn't
What?
say anything?
West, well, okay.
Why
remember
can't West
the rule of
respond?
17? Remember the rule of 17?
Right?
Your
4
partner is
plus
preempted.
something.
3 clubs is a preempt. So you have to have 17 high card points plus cards in your partner's suit to bid. She's got 7, 9, and 4 is 13.
Okay.
9 high card points, 4 clubs. It's going to kill her not to, because she knows her partner has tremendous clubs, but they're not going to make it. So the contract is going to be 4 hearts. Okay. And what do you think West will lead? Sorry, West isn't leading. East is leading. What do you think East is going to lead? There's only 1 lead.
And a
Clubs.
And a club.
Which one?
Okay.
The 10.
King. Top of honors.
Top of touching honors.
Oh, top of touching on.
Guys, that's like slam dunk.
Right.
You've got consecutive winning consecutive high cards. You always lead top of touching honors. Here's why. You lead low. If your partner has the ace, he's going to play it, because 3rd hand plays high. You lead a low club. If your partner had the ace, he'd play it. You don't need your partner to play the ace. You've got the king. So you lead the king of clubs. What's South going to play?
The ace.
Well, actually,
Ace.
South's not going to do anything yet. South's going to put down her hand.
Right.
All right, South's going to put down her hand. North's going to make her plan. How many spade losers?
2. 2.
2 spade losers. How many heart losers?
9.
1.
Maybe.
Maybe. No.
Maybe.
If the finesse doesn't work.
I'm not sure I'm finessing.
No, you don't.
You've got 9 trump, topped by the ace king. So some of you who have been playing bridge for a while may know the maxim about 8 never, 9 ever. Have you ever heard that before? Okay.
No.
8 never, 9 ever, which means if you have 9 trump topped by the ace and king, don't go for the finesse. Hope that you have a 2-2 split. So that's the situation here. You have 9 trump, you have the ace king. Hopefully, the trump is split between your opponents 2 and 2, which means that one of them has the queen and a low one, and the other one has 2 others. In which case, the queen will fall on either the ace or the king. Right?
Yeah.
Play the ace, your opponents play 2. You play the king, your opponents play 2, and the queen will fall. So it's your choice. Are you going to finesse, where you have a 50-50 chance of losing to the queen, or are you going to play for a 2-2 drop? The odds are better that the trump is split 2 and 2 than the odds for making the finesse. The odds for making the finesse are only 50-50. The odds of a 2-2 split are something like, it's a little better than half. So it's your choice what to do. In this case, playing for the 2-2 split and the queen's drop is going to work out better. So she can say, maybe I'll lose a heart. So that's 2 spades, 1 heart, no diamonds, right? No diamonds, no club losers. Any questions about that? You all see why she's not going to lose a club. She's got an ace and a singleton. And the diamond, she's got everything. So the worst that could happen is that she loses 3 tricks. In reality, she won't lose a heart trick because she will play what, even if she plays for the finesse, she makes it. She plays a low heart from south. West plays the 10. She plays the jack and she makes it. Or if she plays a low heart from south, West plays the queen. She plays the ace and she makes it. If she plays for the 2-2 drop, she leads the ace of hearts, heart from west, heart from east. She plays the king of hearts, heart from east, heart from west. Whether she plays for the finesse or the 2-2 drop, she doesn't lose a heart. Everybody sees that? Good. Okay, in diamonds, she plays the honor from the short side first. She plays the ace of diamonds first, then the jack of diamonds, then the 4 of diamonds, and all of the rest of the diamonds are good. And she can drop off whatever garbage she has on that. She is not going to lose any tricks, I believe, if she does this right. She's going to make 7. And here's how. King of clubs by east, ace of clubs by south. She immediately pulls the trump. She plays a low heart to the ace. Either she finesses or she goes for the drop. Either way, she gets the hearts out and she ends up in her hand, right? After she plays the hearts, what does she do next?
Diamond.
She's going to play the diamonds. Ace of diamonds, low diamond from east, low diamond from west. Jack of diamonds, low diamond from east, low diamond from west. All the rest of the diamonds are hers. She plays the 4 of diamonds from her hand to the king in the dummy. She plays out the rest of the diamonds and she drops off the spades on the diamonds.
Figures that out.
She drops off the spades on the diamonds and she doesn't lose any spades.
No.
And
Would
she
you-
still has hearts in her. She still has hearts in her hand to trump a club. That's if anybody gets the lead, a club that's led, she loses nothing. Now, if East had led a club, if East had led a spade, she loses the first 2 tricks. But how would East know to do that? East got no information from her partner to say, hey, lead a spade, I've got the ace king. The only logical thing for East to do is to lead the club. And that was her undoing. 7 hearts are made. Okay, any questions? Isn't that beautiful? Michael, question.
My question is not, it's Willie, would you say this is one of a very interesting bidding patterns that we have seen since we've been doing this? Because this
I
is
don't-
really,
I don't think I've given you a hand like this, but I tried to make, I want to tell you, I make up these hands myself. So feel free to print them out, to share them with other people. There's no copyright infringement here. I'm not stealing from anybody. So I try to make them, like I said, a little interesting. So yes, this is a very interesting pattern, and I wanted to give you a chance to use that overcall, that preempt overcall. All right,
thank you.
so you're welcome. So let's go on to Michael's Cubit, and I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to look over page 14. Let's say till 11 o'clock. That's about 4 minutes from now. Read it over, try to absorb it, and then I will go over it with. If you need a break, now would be the time to take it. At 11 o'clock, we start learning Michael's Cubit.
Yeah.
Please mute yourself if you want to talk. Okay, guys. Ellen Lerman, I just wanted to let you know that I put a little message into the chat. If you didn't get it, or even if you did get it, call me right after class. You have my number, and I wanted to talk to you about that. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So this Michael's Cubit has nothing to do with our friend Michael in the class, even though he's going to try to take ownership of it. So as it says, it's a convenient method of describing your hand by not bidding your suit, but by bidding your opponent's suit. I know. Don't worry, it's not that bad. So let's say you have two 5-card suits. You can't bid them both at the same time, can you? You could try, but you can't. Michael's Cubit gives you the opportunity to show two 5-card suits with one bid. You got that from the description, I hope. So how it works is your opponent is going to open in a suit. Your partner has not bid yet. Your partner has not bid, your opponent has bid, and you happen to have two 5-card suits. In certain situations, you can show your two 5-card suits by bidding his suit. So let's say your partner opens one diamond. Not your partner, I'm sorry. Your opponent opens one diamond. And you're sitting there with two 5-card majors. Or maybe a 6-card major and a 5-card major. You've got at least 5 cards in the two major suits. And your opponent opened in a minor. You bid his minor suit. So Gladys, if I could pick on you a little bit, Gladys opens one club. Gladys is north. I'm east. So here's north. And north says one club. And I'm east. And I've got 5 hearts and 5 spades. Now, all I had was 5 hearts. I'd overcall 1 heart, wouldn't I? If I had enough points. You know, if I had 5 hearts, I could overcall. If all I had was 5 spades, I'd overcall 1 spade. 1 club, 1 spade, 1 club, 1 heart. But boy, wouldn't it be nice to show my partner that I have both? Because then, whether West has 3 hearts or 3 spades, we've got to fit. So how I do that using Michael's Cubit is I bid my opponent's suit. So he says 1 club and I say
2 clubs.
2 clubs. It means nothing about my clubs. I might not even have a club in my hand. And my partner will not for a second think that I have clubs because I'm not bidding my opponent's suit. If I bid my opponent's suit, it's got to mean something else. So when you bid your opponent's minor suit, what you're saying is you have 5 in each of the 2 majors. Whether it was 1 club, 2 clubs, or 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. We're not talking about your diamonds or your clubs. Let that sink in. It's a Cubit. And as I explain in the paper, a Cubit means you're bidding a suit that you don't really have or that you don't really want to be trump. But you're saying something about your hand. And I gave as an example, an opening bid of 2 clubs. And you know that doesn't mean you have clubs. I mean, you might, but you don't necessarily have clubs. What does an opening bid of 2 clubs say?
22 or more
I have
points.
22 or more points. It's kind of like a Cubit. Just like if you open 2 clubs and I say 2 diamonds, am I saying I have diamonds?
No, you're saying you have no.
I'm saying I don't have 8 points. You open 2 clubs, I don't have 8 points. We learned about Jacobi Transfer. Didn't we learn about Jacobi Transfer a long time ago?
Sure.
Partner opens 1 no trump, you say 2 diamonds to mean you have 5 hearts. We've learned all sorts of bids where you're bidding something that doesn't really mean that you have that thing. You're saying something else. This is another example. But it's a wonderful example because it gives you a chance to bid 2 suits at the same time. So 1 club, 2 clubs, partner, I have 2 5-card majors. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, partner, I have 2 5-card majors. Okay. What if your opponent opens? Stole my eraser. What if my opponent opens in a major suit? 1 heart. And I'm east. If I bid the same major suit as my opponent, I am saying I've got not hearts, I've got the other major suit, 5 cards, and a 5-card minor. Unfortunately, you can't say which one. But you have either 5 spades and 5 clubs or 5 spades and 5 diamonds. It's right there on the paper. You got that, right? What if North opens 1 spade and East says 2 spades? I'd like to see a whole bunch of hands, please don't call out, of people who can tell me what West knows is sitting in her partner's hand. Ellen?
5-card heart and a 5-card minor.
And at least about 10 points.
Okay.
You're not going to do that with 2 5-card suits and no points. You should have some points in your hand.
And basically an overcall amount of points, which you would use 10 points for an overcall.
Yeah, except when you overcall at the 2 level, you need opening points.
Okay.
You only overcall with 10 points if you're at the 1 level.
1 level.
Right, at the 2 level, you should have opening points. You don't need opening points to use Michael's. You can do it with a little bit less. Okay? And those 10 points do include distribution points. You don't have to have 10 high card points. So I could be sitting there with 8 high card points, and I get 1 point for the 5-card suit in hearts and 1 point for the 5-card suit in diamonds or clubs. Everyone understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you could really only have 8 high card points, but you're getting 2 points for distribution. So with 10 points, you can overcall. Do you guys, are you starting to see the value in this?
Yes.
Sure.
Right. The only problem is that when you use Michael's with a major suit, your partner doesn't know which minor you have, but they do know you have 5 hearts. Much better than overcalling 2 hearts. So all they know about is your hearts that way. This way you've told them about your hearts and a minor suit. Okay. So let's go back to page 14. I just outlined that right there. Opener says 1 club, you say 2 clubs. You've got the 2 majors. Same thing if opener says 1 diamond, you say 2 diamonds. You've got the 2 majors. 1 heart, 2 hearts, 5 spades, the other major, and 5 in the minor. 1 spade, 2 spades, other major, and 5 cards in 1 minor. Okay. You can use, I have a note, you can use Michael's Cubit with fewer than opening points, usually around 10 points or more. If your partner has used this bid and the next player passes, you've got to bid. Responder. Okay, so now we're talking about West. North says 1 spade. East says 2 spades. Partner, I have 5 hearts and 5 in 1 of the minors, right? I have the other major. South decides to pass. Tell me why it's forcing for West to bid. Why does West have to bid?
Because East has no spades, maybe.
Because otherwise, if West passes and North passes, they're playing it in 2 spades. Any chance that East is going to make 2 spades?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Even if he's got a few spades. So we don't want to leave our partner in that position. So you've got to bid, West. You already know that your partner has 5 hearts. So if you've got 3 hearts, West, you're going to show it to him. There's a fit. Yes?
Yes,
You know your partner has 5 cards in a minor suit. So if you've got a nice minor suit, you're going to bid the better of your 2 minors because you don't know which one he has. So let's look at some of the choices at the bottom of page 14. Opener says 1 club. Your partner says 2 clubs. What does your partner have?
5 hearts.
Hearts, 5
5
spades.
hearts, 5 spades. The next person passes. You're the 4th player. You're West. North says 1 club. East says 2 clubs. South passes. West knows her partner has 5 hearts and 5 spades. If she likes the hearts better, she will bid 2 hearts. Easy so far?
Mhm.
Okay, next example. Basically the same thing. North says 1 diamond. East says 2 diamonds. East has 5 hearts, 5 spades. You bid your opponent's minor suit, showing you have the 2 majors. South passes. West says 2 spades. Which is better, her hearts or her spades?
Spades.
Her
Spades.
spades. She likes the spades better. She knows her partner has 5 hearts, 5 spades. She likes the spades better. Okay, let's get to the one that's a little trickier. Repeating your opponent's major suit. North opens 1 heart. East says 2 hearts. What does East have?
2 hearts, she has
Five
Spades.
minor.
Minor.
And a
5
minor.
diamonds, no, a major, a minor, and heart, and I forgot what you said.
Okay, let's be specific
5
about the major.
spades.
North says 1 heart. East says 2 hearts. East doesn't have hearts. It's a
No.
cubit.
No,
Spade,
Has 5 spades,
And
5 spades, and 5 in a minor. So East, North says 1 heart. East says 2 hearts. South passes. West has to bid. West says 2 spades. She's saying, okay, partner,
Yeah,
I know you have 5 spades. We have a fit. West has to have at least 3 spades to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. It gets a little confusing when when your opponent has opened in a major suit. Okay. North says 1 spade. I'm at the 4th example here. East says 2 spades. What does East have?
5 hearts.
5 hearts.
And
And then
5
5
in a minor. 5 hearts and 5 in a minor. Right? Because you repeated their major suit. So you have the other major suit and 5 in a minor. South passes. South's very bad. East says, West says 3 hearts, saying, I know you have 5 hearts, and I have support for you. And the last example is North opens 1 heart. He says 2 hearts. What does East have?
5 spades.
5 spades.
5 spades and 5 cards in a minor suit. There's a lot of people that are muted. More than half the people are muted. So I don't know if that just, it means you're not getting it but if you'd like to answer, it'd be nice if you unmuted so I know that other people are getting this. So if North opens 1 heart and East overcalls 2 hearts using Michael's Cubit, she's saying I have the other major suit and 5 cards in a minor. South passes. If West says 2 no trump, she's saying, okay, I'm not going to bid my minor suit because I don't know which one you've got. I'm saying 2 no trump. I have support in one of the minors, and she's leaving it up to the opener on his next bid. Not opener, but the overcaller, to say what the
so it would
suit
be 3,
is.
it would be 3 clubs or 3 hearts. 3
Clubs
clubs
or 3 diamonds.
diamonds, right, okay.
So it goes 1 heart, 2 hearts, pass 2 no trump. Opener who said 1 heart passes. And the person who's used Michael's by saying 2 hearts would then reveal which minor suit he's got. He either say 3 clubs if his 5 card suit is clubs, or 3 diamonds if his 5 card suit is diamonds, right? And then you as West would go to 3 no trump, which probably would be very dangerous because you don't have, maybe you don't have hearts, or you could stay in that minor suit, or you could pass, depending on your points.
I have a question.
Tom, Mary Lou, and Henrietta. I don't know if your hands are up because they're up or because you have
Yes.
questions, but I'll
Yes.
give you a chance. Tom,
Okay, if 1 heart. Okay, what I have is I have 2 5-card minors,
That's my
and it's
question.
1 heart, 2 hearts. What do I bid then? 2 no trump?
no. If my opponent has opened 1 heart
Yes.
and I have 2 5-card minors, if I say 2 hearts, I am telling my partner that I have 5 spades. So I can't use Michael's then. I will just, if I have the points, I will overcall in one of the minor suits. I can't say no trump because I don't know about the other suits.
Yes.
I have a 2 suited hand. That's not appropriate for no trump. So what
Okay.
I'll do is I will overcall in one of the minor suits. 1 heart from north, 2 clubs by east, or 2 diamonds by east, depending on which one's better.
As 1 club, 1 heart, 2 hearts. Then the,
Again, you can't show 2 5-card minors that way.
okay,
When you repeat your opponent's minor suit, you're saying you have the 2 5-card majors. When you repeat your opponent's major suit, you're saying you have the other major and a 1 5-card minor. There's nothing to show 2 5-card minors. You just
Okay.
have to overcall in a minor.
okay.
That was an excellent question, Tom. Excellent. Mary Lou?
Okay, and in getting this as the respondent to the Michael's Cubit,
Yes.
I never tell my opponent what my strong minor is. If I don't have, I always go to no trump.
Oh,
No.
you mean if you have support in a minor suit?
Yes, I always go to no
Oh,
trump.
what the thing is, the thing about bidding the no trump then is it gives your partner a chance to show which one he has.
Okay, but just
You're
say,
saying, you're saying that, yeah, I would do the no trump. And then let your partner say which one he has, and then either support him or not.
okay.
And I think that was it for the questions. Okay, so let's see. I think we actually have a few minutes. We might actually get to one of these hands. So let's do South as the dealer. Take a couple of minutes and bid out this hand. And I'm looking at 2 5-card majors in West. So I'm wondering if Michael's Cubit is going to come into play here. Hint, hint. As soon as you think you've got the bidding down, written out the bidding, you can raise your hand. Go ahead and raise your hand. I see a couple of people have their hands up. Another minute. I'd love to hear from some people I haven't heard from yet. Few more seconds. All right, since we have 3 people, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Ellen South, Tom West, Henrietta North, and I'll be East. Ellen South, Tom West, Henrietta North, and I'm East. And we'll just bid out this hand. Okay, Ellen, you're South, you start.
Where am I? South. 1 diamond.
Explain, please.
I have 14 points, including length. I don't have a 5-card major. That's it.
Okay. All right, who's West?
Tom, 2
All
diamonds,
right,
2 diamonds. It's the
explain,
Michael,
please.
it's the Michael Cubit because I have 5 hearts and 6 spades.
And how many points do you have?
I have 14 high card points and 2 for length.
6, 8, 9.
No,
Yep.
17
For length,
points.
3 for length, 17. 3
You
for length.
have 6, 8, 9, 10, 14 high card points, 1 point for the extra heart, 2 points for the extra spades.
17.
17
Right.
point hand. Okay, so you're gonna say 2 diamonds.
2
You're gonna
diamonds.
repeat Ellen's 1 diamond bid to show the 2 5-card majors. Good. All right, Henrietta, go ahead. You're North.
I pass. I have nothing. I have 7 points, 5 points.
Shame on you for coming to the bridge table with such a lousy hand.
I'm sorry. You should do me better.
And I am East. I should have made me North so I could make Henrietta work. All right, I'm
Mhm.
East. So I've got 6, 7, 10 high card points and 3 points for the singleton heart. And Henrietta, since I gave you nothing to do, you get to explain why I can count the singleton heart.
Because you know you have a fit in spades.
Right.
And
My
so
partner
now
has
you
at least
can count
5.
that.
My
Right.
partner has at least 5, and I've got 3. So I have opening points of my own. Everyone sees how I was able to do the singleton and reevaluate my hand because I know there's a fit in spades. So what's my bid, guys? 4 spades. My partner has at least 10 points, at least. And I've got 13. I'm going for it. There are people who would say 3 spades. I'm going for 4. If I say 3 spades, let's say I'm not as crazy bidder as I usually am, and I say 3 spades to show a fit. South's still going to pass, and West would go to 4 spades. Because West is going to give herself 5 extra points for the diamond void, right?
Mhm.
So even if I say 3 spades, I'm certainly going to invite to game with my 10 points and my 3 spades.
And excuse me, I
Can I
have to
finish my?
leave. No, I just have to leave now, the meeting, so I'll see you next week then.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Okay. So, so even if I invite with 3 spades, West would definitely go to 4. So the contract is 4 spades. All right, we're not going to play out the hand because I see I have a couple of questions, and that'll take us to the end of the session. Mary Lou and then Marie.
Well, why wouldn't you try and get slam on this, or at least a little slam, 6? Because with the reevaluation, West has 20 and East has 23. I mean 13, which makes,
East has 20, 5, 6. Let me take a look. I didn't really count it out. 5, 6, 9, and 5 is 14, 19 points.
no, one for the doubleton in the clubs.
All right, 20 points. 20 points. And how does West know that East has 13 points?
No, why wouldn't East go, oh,
Well, actually, now that you bring it up, East wouldn't have gone to game. East wouldn't have gone to game unless she had yeah, that's a very decent point you bring up. Because East went to game 4 spades. So therefore, yeah, maybe they do have a chance for 6. Let's see if they make it. They lose a heart. Yeah, that's it. They lose 1 heart. They make 6 spades. I was so focused on them getting to game that I missed it. Yes, with that void, they could actually go to 6.
it's easy to see on paper, not when you play it.
Well, I wasn't even looking at the paper. I was just thinking they have a game there. But you see how wonderful a void is? You see why you're able to add 5 points for a void? Because that void brings you to slam. Marie, and you're going to be the last one today.
Yes,
Thank you, Mary Lou.
on South with her 7 diamonds, wouldn't she want to start the bid preemptive to indicate she has 7 diamonds?
No, because she has too many points for that. She'd be telling her partner she only has 6 to 10 high card points.
Okay, thank you.
A preempt does that. So when you have opening points and you have a long suit, just be prepared to repeat it. Unfortunately, your partner didn't bid. So
Right.
therefore, you don't really have enough to keep repeating it.